Hello everybody, this is Allshouse Gaming and welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Ghost Trick Phantom Detective. In the previous episode, we found that Lynn had been shot by an assassin, unsurprisingly, and we worked to save her yet again, before returning to the Super's office to see what was going on. Chapter 5, 8:34 p.m. When Lynn lost her life for the second time, she was being detained on suspicion of my murder. But I saved her, hoping to solve my own mystery. Living creatures can choose to live their lives in one of two ways. They can either submit to their fate, or they can try to change it. Lynn is definitely in the second camp. As soon as I got back to the junkyard superintendent's office, this fact was really brought home to me. Fool! We told you to not to let the suspect out of your sight. My apologies, sir. But I never thought she would run away. Lynn is our angel. Friend. She's like family to us. Angel, friend, or family, they all run when they have the chance. Do you have any ideas how many years it's been since my wife ran away? I'm very sorry, sir. I have no idea, sir. You'll never make detective at that rate. Now find Lynn. Yes, sir. I don't remember the voice I gave. I know it's kind of a Kermit the Frog here kind of voice. If Inspector Cabanela gets word of this, it's all over. So, our red-headed detective escaped, did she? I just barely saved her a few minutes ago. Phew, she's fast. Well, guess I'll look around for leads. Trick time! Something down here. Oh. Ow, you had something to say. That old pigeon man, do you suppose he's carrying out some sort of research here? Look at all these precision instruments and complicated devices. What are you doing? Sir, I think maybe this is how Lynn escaped through here. She couldn't possibly fit in that tiny little elevator. Oh, I don't know, sir. Lynn is pretty slim. Fool! Don't you know that women can make themselves appear slim through fashion? To this day, I still don't know how much my wife really weighs. I'm very sorry. I had no idea, sir. You'll never make detective at that rate. Anyway, where is that old pigeon man? Oh, him, sir? He went through the door behind me, sir. It won't open. Apparently that door leads to the basement, but it's currently locked, sir. These instruments, they're all very suspicious. You better keep your eye on that old man, too. Yes, sir. I could swear I just saw this thing move. Don't tell me. Could it be? It sensed the tension between me and the detective and moved to get away from it. That was an unexpected tangent. I'll never make detective at this rate. What I need is some sort of achievement. A feather in my cap. If only I could find a helpful lead. That might do the trick. A helpful lead and a blindingly obvious lead is staring in the face right now. Huh? This is Lynn's notebook. If I give this back to her, it might spark something between us. Oh, jeez. What to do, what to do. This is a very complicated matter. What have you got there? What, this? Oh, this is, Wait a minute. Is that... yes, sir, it's Lynn's notebook. Notebook, eh? Come to think of it, there was something about that in the report. Something about her looking at a notebook and making a phone call. This must be it. This telephone number with the big circle around it. Aren't you curious to know who she was calling? I am. I really am, sir. I'd like to know. Oh, but I don't have any ulterior motive for wanting to know, though. No, sir. No, sir. This number might be an important lead. I'd better check it out. Ah, rotary telephone. Wonder how many people these days still know how to use it. Hello? To whom am I speaking, please? Yes, hello? This is a criminal investigation. We need your cooperation. Hey, I know that voice. Is that you, Detective McCall? Oh, is that Officer Bailey? What's up, sir? You don't usually call this late. Oh, did you get a call from one of our detectives, Lynn, earlier? From Lynn? Yes, I did. She calls every night. Maybe she senses it's about to happen? Did she say anything special? No, not really. It's something wrong? Yes, well, I might be contacting you again if I have any other questions. KMR 2675. I'm going to file the report down at the station. I need you to be vigilant here. Excuse me, Detective, but... What is it? That notebook. Would you mind if I gave... never mind, sir. Just stay on your toes. Lifts himself up onto his tiptoes because he takes it way too literally. It might be time to clean this room up. But will that close the matter? Her appearance here, of all places, and tonight of all times? I hardly think it's a coincidence. Well, ain't a whole lot to do. Why don't we check out that other place? What was that call about? I heard you say Lynn. I don't really know. If I had to take a guess, though, I would probably say something's going on with her. The only place in the world where nothing is going on is inside your brain, Bailey. Ah! What is that supposed to mean? I mean, I know what the words mean, that's not what I'm asking. That was my way of expressing indignation, putting it in the form of a question. I just hope Lynn's not doing anything crazy. I'm a fan of hers, you know. According to my log, Lynn's been calling here nearly every night as of late. So let's see. This is the place Lynn took all that risk to call, eh? But what exactly is this place? Ain't a whole lot we can do. Oh. Screen shows rows of tiny rooms. The rooms are really, really small. You can see right into them from the outside. I suppose the open bars keep the rooms airy, but I wouldn't want to live in one myself. Wonder where these little rooms are. What's this? Oh, that, I wrote down my duties for the night so I wouldn't forget any of them. You can't keep them in your head? It's not like you have a ton of duties, after all. Use a little brain power. What are you talking about? Weren't you the one who just said nothing was going on inside my brain? I didn't think you'd take it in quite that direction. So let's see this important to-do list of yours. 9 o'clock, take prisoner C-38 to the telephone room. Yes, he just made a request to use the phone a little while ago. 9, eh? That's when Lynn usually calls. Well, we can't let her talk to him tonight. Rules are rules. Poor Lynn. Sure wish I could comfort her. What do you think you're doing? That's my important duties memo. That's okay, I've got it all memorized for you. Well, it's your duty to guard the telephone room, you know? Just make sure you do your job when the time comes. Something's happening. Hello? Lynn? I'm sorry, I don't have much time. Please, let me talk to him. I'm sorry, Detective. I can't do that tonight. You can't, but you always let me talk to him before. Well, the telephone room is already reserved. That's why. Oh. By the way, is something going on with you tonight? What? Why do you ask? I got a call from one of the other detectives a minute ago asking about you. Oh, really? Well, I don't think it's anything important. Officer Bailey? Do you think you could keep this call just between us? Even if only for tonight? Well, Oh. Well, I've got to go. I'll call again tomorrow. Oh boy, well, I guess I better call the detective division. Hold on there, Bailey. What? Don't tell me you're gonna report that call from Lynn. What else can I do? It's my duty. Just write it down on one of your important to-do lists, and then I can wad it up for you and throw it away. You mean you want me to keep quiet about it? Oh, and isn't that what she asked you to do? Well, yes, but tonight is kind of a special case for us. Can't you make a special exception for my Lynn, too? Jeez, she's popular. Special case, huh? Alright, you win. And the phone book has been updated, which we actually haven't taken a look at in some time. Let's see, lost my life. I was trying to make a deal with a mysterious old man. Let's see, she was arrested on suspicion of my murder. She says she doesn't know me. Okay. Oops. Let's see, Lynn asked her to find the music box, hit an apartment, and bring it to the restaurant. The other hitman. One step ahead, Tango. He's nearsighted Jigo's rival. He followed Lynn to the junkyard, but went with an unfortunate accident. Let's see, he's doing his best right now to create a path to do just that. Lynn's neighbor. She lives in an apartment decorated in red with her daughter. Apparently she's a novelist who moved here due to a disagreement with her husband. She refuses to answer the phone anymore tonight. Feverish firecracker. The daughter of the woman in the purple. Her name is Amelie. Because of her fever of 102, she isn't going out for her lesson tonight. Apparently she and Camilla are friends. She's worried about her father's birthday. Let's see. Careworn gentleman. He sits alone in his stately office, tearing out his hair. He is frantic about his wife, the woman in purple who has left him. Member of the police who's investigating my murder. His partner is the blue detective. He works under Inspector Cabanella. Apparently his name is Detective McCaw. Let's see, a member of the police who's investigating my murder. His partner is the green detective. He works under Inspector Cabanella. Odd blue doctor. He's apparently a colleague of the detectives. He's examining my corpse. There's something off about him. Lanky and loose lawman. the head of the Special Investigation Unit. His name is Cabanela. Apparently he's the group's top investigator, looked up to by his men. He seems to dance through life. He has some kind of special tie to Lynn. Detective with the cap. He works under Inspector Cabanela. He's performing a stakeout from the park. An odd man seems to be bothering him. Guardian of the park. There's no other way to describe him except the man who is bothering the detective with the cap. His mission is apparently to protect the park. Pigeon Man. The superintendent of the junkyard. He apparently also lives in the maintenance building. A man who loves and is loved by his pet pigeon. Or at least that's how it appears to be. Jovial Tenor. Most likely he's the chef of the restaurant, the Chicken Kitchen. Typical cop. I guess he's one of the policemen investigating my murder. There's so many of them, I can't tell them apart. Navy Blue Square. He sits at his desk in some office and appears to be working. These guys all wear the same uniform. I can't tell them apart. Yikes. Police have begun their investigation and have deemed my death a murder. The office of the junkyard's maintenance building. Lynn was supposedly detained by the police here, but she's nowhere to be seen. The junkyard superintendent apparently lives here too. No data. Uniformed men's office. Is this some kind of office? Men wearing uniforms appear to be working, or maybe not working, here. Chicken Kitchen, a restaurant that specializes in chicken. It's called the Chicken Kitchen. There's a jovial chef here. Lady Red's apartment, or Lady's Red apartment. An apartment with a strangely thick atmosphere. The woman in purple lives here. It's a world apart from Lynn's apartment next door. Lynn's home. Little girl and a small dog apparently live with her here as well. Because the little girl dropped the receiver in the fish tank, the phone line doesn't work. The music box was hidden in the ceiling. Office of the Troubled Man. A stately office that gives off a cold, heavy air. A man sits alone, tearing out his hair in anguish. Park Stakeout Point. The park where the detective with the cap is performing a stakeout. An odd fellow who claims to be the guardian of the park is here too. Luxurious parlor. A mysterious room. The mysterious old man who stole my life and his equally mysterious underling are hanging out here. The room appears to be equipped with many mysterious devices. Interesting. Alright. I don't know what they think is special about tonight, but for me it's my only night. Well, Lynn is on the other end of the telephone line. I'd better hurry. Yeah, may as well. And she's dead. We just saved ya. Lynn! Lynn! Why couldn't it have been me instead? I'm no use as a police officer. It should have been me. Looks like she's dead. Better not touch her. Who did this? Who shot Lynn? Hey, excuse me, mister? You talking to me? This room. There aren't any other exits besides this one, are there? Do you see one? Huh? Then how did... We must have one of those mysterious locked room murder cases on our hands. One of those cases where the murderer vanishes into thin air in a vacuum. Just go find a real detective. I'll keep watch here. Yes, sir! Oh, what a terrible turn of events. So now a locked room murder, eh? Things never get dull for our redhead. I know of a certain inspector who might dance around at the thought of a mystery. But no mystery for me, not when I can rewind time and talk to the victim herself. Guess it's time to go back and see the truth behind this murder with my own eyes. Alright, let's see what happened. I died again. I thought you'd be a little more grave under the circumstances. Yeah, well, this is the third time after all. It's scary what a girl can get used to, don't you think? Whoa. Yeah, frankly, the way her mind works is a whole heck of a lot scarier to me. So what happened this time? Who shot you? I don't know. What? I'd like to know myself. Who could have done it? Who shot me? What are you asking me for? Oh boy, guess I'll just have to go find out for myself. Okay, you just go do that. Hurry along now. I get the distinct impression I'm being used here. Okay, looks like it's time to go back. Back to 4 minutes before your death. Maintenance building basement. How long has it been since I locked this room up in darkness? I once thought the truth could be discovered in darkness. Maybe it was just that the time wasn't ripe. Huh, the officer was right. She did get out through there. You love sliding down that banister. He hung up. And what have we got here? Some sort of Rube Goldberg machine? That's the truth behind our locked room murder? So the murderer was a mechanical murder machine? Murder machine? When I came into the room, it was pitch dark, so I turned on the light. That must have been what set it off. The murder machine, I mean. Can you please stop repeating the words murder machine? That old pigeon guy must have made it, but why? What could be the meaning behind this weird room? Anyway, you'll have to find some way to stop that creepy machine. Once Cupid fires his arrow, it's all over. Well, thankfully I do know how to stop this from happening. Thing is, we're gonna need that phone call. You know what, Sissel? I think this death might be easier to prevent than the others. Why is that? You know, because the murderer is mechanical. Yeah, she has a point. I can't manipulate living creatures, but I can manipulate this machine. Now I just gotta figure out how to stop it. When the 4 minutes ago me turns on the light, that's when the murder machine is set in motion, apparently. Well, looks like the key to solving this one is understanding this device. Not gonna bother listening in on that, it's just the same stuff we've already heard. And it'll just waste some time. Alright, we're gonna hop into the lamp, because it's about the only thing we can hop into, and we gotta find a way to get down to this machine. Thing is, we already know how. And then I'm just gonna hop into the phone right now. And yeah, if you didn't learn it from the previous death prevention, then you could learn it now. This telephone doesn't seem to be working right now. Usually the telephone line glows red, but it's dark right now. The 4 minutes before Death World, it looks like I can't use the telephone lines whenever I want. How did you manage to cram yourself into that tiny elevator? I've always liked small, cramped places. Whenever I see a little hole or crevice, I always feel like crawling in. The place I feel most at home is that space between my bed and the wall. Yeah, I guess I can understand that. Ah, we're birds of a feather. We should get together and talk about it sometime. Yeah, time is passing, I know. Oh, is this the superintendent? I'm so glad. I thought I was all alone. Go there. He hung up. Now, we gotta close the spout lid. It's all over. It's all over for me. Lynn, sweet, cute Lynn, who shines as bright as the sun, ran away on me. And those detectives, matching bookends, blue and green, yelled at me. And then the old man with the dirty blue dove on his head completely ignored me. If only somebody would give me a kind word right about now. Want to give him a kind word, Miss Bright as the Sun? Let's see. Hang in there. That's all you've got? I'd like to see you do better. Lynn ran away, the detectives yelled at me, the old pigeon man ignored me, and then the kettle nearly scared me to death. My life is in complete shambles. That's gratitude for you. We were just trying to warn him with the kettle whistle. Would he have preferred getting scalded by the steam? Well, at least his fate was changed a bit. That's good anyway. And now we can get down here and onto the ball. Now, we can't stop her from turning on the lights. But we can try to do something. There it goes, the murder machine has started. If the whole thing plays out, that gun on the wall will go off. Before that happens, it's up to me to use my ghost tricks. There must be some way to disrupt this domino effect. You just have to find it, and I know exactly what that is. Whoops. I think I did that a little too early. So the basic idea is that we have to get... Well, I'll just show it. We gotta get the ball to swing over and knock the Cupid out of place. But let's try that again. Open that up. Nope, too far. Then... boom. Ta-da! What just happened? Well, looks like your future just got a whole lot rosier. Your death has been erased. Again. Thank you. You kept your promise, didn't you, Sissel? My promise? You said I'd see you again if I died. I don't remember making any promises. It's all for my own benefit anyway. Mystery of the Secret Room Challenge. Chapter 5. Avert fate without any deaths after the final fate change. What could this room be all about? I can't imagine. Those things that went off at the end, those are party poppers, weren't they? Party poppers? I have no recollection of what they are, but that's no surprise. Party poppers, the gun going off, it seems familiar somehow. I'll leave that part of the puzzle to you. I have my own puzzle to figure out. Well, shall we go back now? Back to your new present? Sissel, are you there? Lynn is talking to me? If you're there, could you say something? If you're not there, I guess I'm just a weird girl who talks to herself. Well, you are kind of a weird girl, whether you talk to yourself or not. Oh, right, we were in the toolbox when we ended it off. You are here, I knew it. I just had that feeling. Shame on you for stepping foot into a girl's head uninvited. Wait a minute. Don't give me that a ghost doesn't have feet bit. It's just a figure of speech. Hey, did I say anything? There, that tone. It's that tone of yours that makes me mad. So, did you have something particular you wanted to say to me? I just thought I'd share some information with you. I'm investigating a case right now. A murder case, and I'm doing it alone. Murder case? All by yourself? Yes, well, that's because the case was closed a long time ago. The culprit is already behind bars, forgotten by the world. So why are you looking into it then? Because I think the person's innocent, that's why. There's something strange behind the case, some big mystery. I firmly believe that. So anyway, I finally have my memory back. I'm not at liberty to tell you about the case. Who am I gonna tell? But if there's anything else you want to know, I'll try to answer what I can. Lynn is my only lead. I would like to ask her about a few things. You have your life and your memory back now. So let me ask you again. Who shot me tonight? Yeah, I thought that might be the first thing on your mind. What else would it be? There's a good chance I was shot while I was with you, after all. I'm afraid my memory just isn't clear on that part. Not clear? I met with you tonight, and then you fell down right in front of me. I think I remember seeing that part. I'm pretty sure you were shot. Maybe from somewhere far away? So, you didn't see the culprit. I'm sorry, I wish I could be of more help. But I know I wasn't the one who shot you. And your colleagues seem to think you're a suspect, though. I wanted the information you had for me, so why would I shoot you before I got it? Information, huh? I wonder what info I had for her. And by the way, I see you have a little roommate. Camilla? How do you know about her? There was a tiny incident at your apartment a little while ago. An incident? What kind of incident? What happened? Is Camilla alright? She's fine, thanks to her loyal little friend Missile. Although I did have a little trouble bringing him back to life. Oh my. What in the world is going on? Why would anyone want to hurt Camilla and Missile? You're being targeted by a certain organization. What? I saw them, the people who were calling you their target. So I'm a suspect and a target? Could this night possibly get any worse? It does sound pretty rough. Are you sure you'll be okay on your own? Huh? You know what they say, when it rains, it pours. Isn't it time you admitted you need me, need my powers? I'm sorry. I can't cooperate with you. Yes, you saved my life tonight. I'm completely grateful for that. But as a detective, I still can't trust you. That's too bad. So, I had some important information that you wanted, huh? That's right, you called the station yesterday, and you asked to talk to me. You told me that you had an important lead on the case I was working on. Important lead, eh? You said you wanted to meet me and talk to me directly tonight, at the junkyard. You fell for it? Even given how fishy it sounds? You're the last person I want to hear that from, you know. But I just couldn't let it go, no matter how shady it seemed. That's because I'm running out of time. That's right. You said something was going down tonight. Does that something have to do with the case you're working on? I'm sorry, but I can't talk about it. Again, who would I tell? Oh boy, but I guess I understand. So, what are you gonna do now? Run, I guess. They'll catch me again if I don't get out of here. And I have to get to the restaurant. I'm worried about Camilla. Yeah. What was it? The Chicken Kitchen on Dead End Drive, right? What about you, Sissel? What are you going to do? I don't know, to tell you the truth. You're my only lead. If you leave... I just realized, you and I are in the same boat. We're both looking for answers tonight, and neither of us has anybody to help us. Well, that about sums it up. Hey, even if you can't cooperate with me, how about we just agree to use each other? That's not a bad idea. You're on. But can I ask you to do me a favor? Ask you to do a favor for me first. Well, what's that? I need you to sneak into a certain place for me. A prison, to be exact. Prison? That's the place I was calling from the office upstairs. I want you to go find out a certain prisoner's work schedule for tomorrow. Work schedule? For a prisoner? Yes, the prisoners are given different job details every day. Each prisoner's schedule for the next day is written on a small blackboard in his cell. So, just go check out a certain prisoner's blackboard, huh? Okay. His prisoner number is D99. If you do that for me, I'll cooperate with you. Okay, you're on. Okay, see you later. See ya. But don't die again, if you can help it. Yeah, don't count on that. Someone's happy. Well, looks like I hold the key to the case Lynn is investigating. She holds the key to solving the mystery of me. So we've started up a strange relationship of cooperation. Lynn gave me an assignment. My task is to go check out tomorrow's work schedule for prisoner D99. I'd better get to the prison. And with that, we've reached the end of Chapter 5. New illustration, new song, and new illustrations. Well, we might not have solved any of the mysteries about us, but we have gained a partner who's going to help us out in trying to solve that mystery. We just gotta do a favor for them first. It's not like we haven't already done them plenty of favors saving their life 3 times, but oh well. So, with that, I'm gonna end this episode off here for today. If you guys like what you see, please leave a like, subscribe for future content, don't forget to hit that bell icon to get notifications when I upload, and please, leave a comment down below this video. I'll see you guys in the next episode. Thanks for watching.